Antonín Dvořák, Bedřich Smetana, Karel Čapek, Jaromír Jágr. If you want to pronounce any of these famous names correctly, you need to use sounds R and Ř. And they might be tricky to say, since I am a native speaker of Czech, even though I might have had some problems learning those sounds, but we will get that later. I invited a good friend Mickey to cooperate on this particular video.
Hello everybody, my name's Mickey. I'm from the United States of America, exactly Detroit. I'm living in Czech Republic at the moment, in Olomouc, and today we're going to learn about the letters R and Ř, because of course in English we don't have these. To learn any skill, of course you need motivation, you need that reason why you do it. My motivation was simple enough that people told me I wouldn't be able to learn the Czech language. Moreover, they told me I wouldn't learn the letter Ř. That alone inspired me to show anyone that you can learn any language, in fact, possibly even learn anything if you put your mind to it and of course you put the work in. Motivation is one thing, but of course, you can always use things from your past to help you learn something in the future. In my childhood, I was always making sounds, having fun, recreating movie scenes with gun shooting and yelling, screaming about Indians, gun shooting, all sorts of kind of sounds that you use as a child to have fun. So these muscles were always in training for me, always. And I believe that's a big advantage for myself or anyone who's self-entertaining with sounds and noises as a child. So for me personally, as an American that don't have the R, it wasn't so difficult for me. Although I always hear, how do you do the R? How is it so simple for you? Are you from Spain? Are you Italian? No, from American. Just had this skill my whole life. So the letter R in English, of course, exists. Train, street, rope, ride, all these words. And if you can just make a little bit of fun with those words and make a R, maybe like a Spanish person would say, do you know where is the train? Yeah, because that's natural for them to have that R in there. So if you can have fun with the words you already know in your own language and manipulate them a little bit, you can get there on the first step. So let's use a few words we already know. In this case, we're going to use English. And we can use words, for example, train, as I said. And we can just simply say train, or rope, some kind of rope to pull something, and you can just make fun with it. How long can you pull that R? That's a very big key because you're working that muscle, rope. So that's a very nice starting point. Once you've had some fun with the train, street, rope, you can go into the Czech language. We'll start with R on the beginning of the words. For example, international, raketa. It's rocket, right? So just, again, raketa, and now you have a Czech word with R already done. Or even radio. Again, another international word, radio. Even in English, you can do that. Radio or radio. And you're still practicing that R. A few more words with the R, but now we're going to shift it into the middle, not in the beginning or in the end, but somewhere in the middle. For example, you have tree, or in Czech, it's strom. Again, I'm dragging out, I'm pulling that R just to get that practice, strom. Of course, in Czech, it's just strom. There's also the word karta, karta, card, playing cards, playing cards, and you just say karta, or longer, karta. Practicing that, again, dragging it all out. Now we're going to put the R on the end of the word. For example, beaver. In Czech, it's bobr. So it's actually quite similar. In English, you have beaver. Well, that's kind of difficult. So we'll leave it alone, beaver. And then in Czech, bobr. Again, how long can you pull that R? Bobr. It's a little bit more difficult, but still workable.
As Mickey said, it was easy for him to pronounce Czech R. But actually, it was not that easy for me, because when I was a kid, I was saying R instead of R, sounding way too French. So I was sent to a specialist who made me repeat words which contain T followed by R. But I had to replace my R sound with D sound. So, for example, trať, which is a railway, instead of saying trať, as I was pronouncing it at that time, which is obviously horrible, I had to pronounce tdať. The reason is that when you're saying D, you put your tongue in the same place as when pronouncing R. The difference is that with R, the tongue is not so firmly pressed against the palate. So what you need to do is to slightly lower the stress on the D and slur the pronunciation a little bit. So you say tdať, trať, trať, trať. You can start with just syllables like tda, tdo, tdu, tde, and then try to relax your tongue when pronouncing this D. So it would be tda, tra, tra, tra. And by relaxing the tip of your tongue, you should be able to get this nice vibration that creates a rolling sound of R. It's good to start with words that have T before R, because the movement of the tongue from the front position of T to the position further back in the mouth where you pronounce your D, it makes it a little bit easier. Of course, you have to pronounce your T with the tip of your tongue touching your teeth, like in British English or Czech. Then, obviously, you have to get into longer words like trumpeta, which would be a trumpet. So again, you say first tdumpeta, and then by relaxing your tongue, gradually you get the right sound. Tdumpeta, 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 trumpeta, trumpeta. Same with tramvaj, which is a tram, trauma, it's obviously a trauma, trh, which is a market, or trick, which is a trick. And once you get there, then you need to follow with words that contain different combinations of consonants, like for example pračka, that's a washing machine, or vrana, that's a crow. Hrnek would be a mug, or kráva, which is a cow.
Now we're going to approach another letter in the Czech language, which is Ž, Z s háčkem. And we already have that pronunciation in English, usually or casual. There's two ways, in my view, how to produce this Ž sound. You can either go from R to Ž, R, Ž, and slowly work them together to where it becomes Ž, or you can do the opposite, where you make Ž into R, and you slowly combine those two together. So let's go into the discussion about R and Ž together. Yeah, R first, Ž next, and then together. So for example, the word is rýže, which is rice. So you have R, I, Ž, E, rýže. If you can continue to say this word as quicker and quicker, even mumble it a bit, just to kind of smash those two sounds together, you're going to start to develop those muscles. So rýže or rožnit, which means to roast something on the fire. So these two words, and just continue to play with those together and keep smashing them together as quick as possible. Again, it's going to sound a bit messy, but you'll get there.
So by saying words with these two sounds, your mouth will get used to combining them, and then you have to try to pronounce those sounds together and find a perfect place where it sounds like R. So R, Ž, Rž, 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 R.
Next way, the opposite. Ž, R, Ž, R. So you have žrat, which means to eat up, like a crazy person. Yeah, so žrat, žr, žrat, žrat. Again, I know it doesn't sound like Ž right now, but those muscles are going to come and you just keep going. Next word is žere, which is the third person form of žrat. Now that we're in the first stages of practicing this creation of Ž, and we've already made a few examples of words, let's just jump right into the actual Ž letter. My first word was křeček, which means hamster. And there was something about the k and the Ž. For me, it was just something that fit for me. The combination was just natural. So this, along with the help of a friend that was continually assisting me, a little bit more of this, a little bit more Ž, a little bit more R, it was always the help. I understand that I had the luck of having help, but you can of course find that on the internet. People will love to help. Some next words besides křeček, which is my personal favorite, are some words, for example, 3. In English, it's 3. In Czech, it's 3. Not having the Ž on the beginning, how I feel, is most important. And you're not stressing those muscles that are not there yet. You're giving it some help. So, T, Ž, I, which equals 3, or 33, which is 33. And these are some words that are very useful because they have that letter you already know, T, and that's like a warm-up. So we have křeček, 3, 300, which is 300. Also we have the words předkrm. So you have předkrm, which is the food you get before your meal, right? Or oříšky, nuts. So that was with the Ž, not on the beginning, somewhere in the middle, but now we're going to put it on the end. A few words that have the Ž on the end, which I can recommend, would be, for example, malíř, which is a painter, or talíř, which is a plate. Also you have keř, which is bush.
So that's how Mickey learned his brilliant pronunciation. Some other non-native speakers of the Czech language with good pronunciation often told me that they just copied the sounds from native Czech speakers and without any particular methods, after some time of trial and error, it started to sound natural. So everybody might have a slightly different attitude, but today we focus mainly on Mickey's journey towards his language acquisition, and he got so far that he can say this.
333 stříbrných stříkaček stříkalo přes 333 stříbrných střech.
That's impressive, and you can do it too. With hard work and dedication, no problem. I hope this video helped, and if you are interested in learning Czech online, click the link below. Have a great day, and let Mickey conclude with his idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's fun. Yeah, there's nothing serious about a language. You gotta make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, your teachers can't help you. Or anyone can't help you if you don't speak the language. So make mistakes, be comfortable. I guarantee in your own personal language that you've spoken your whole life, you make mistakes as well. You just don't realize it. So remember that. Mistakes are important. Without them, we don't learn. And if you don't speak, you don't make mistakes and you don't learn. It's a nice little circle. Kruh. Oh, another R. Have fun. Ty jo.
Kruh.
Kruh. Že? Asi to bylo správně, ne?